Welcome to FireStar Tarot. Let's begin the journey of spirituality, insight, intuition, wisdom, and inner knowledge. Looking at life from a higher perspective. Mind-blowing creativity. The path to self. The universe is your playground.
Hello, Sag, and welcome to FireStar Tarot, or for those of you who are new here, welcome to FireStar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt. For those of you guys returning, welcome back. So a few things before we actually get into your reading. Let me break down what's going on today, Sag. So this is actually going to be good, but if you're clicking on this video, then clearly, Sag, the expansion part of you is kind of lagging a little bit. So this is going to really help just to kind of get you back on track. I know my Sages are all about expansion and really, of course, always feeling like you need to do more, right? So if you're having any difficulties with being stuck, feeling like cycles are repeating over and over again, this reading is going to be perfect for you, okay? So I know I did mention love and life in the title, but it's important to understand this is about self-love and self-life. So this reading is pertaining to you as an individual growing when it comes to love and life with self, okay? Yes, outer influence will probably come through in this reading, especially if you face any issues with anything that you're seeing around you affecting your cycles, okay? So just understand that before we get into the reading. Also, to you guys, I do live stream all of my readings. If you're catching this live, you will know because there will be a live red button in that top left-hand corner. If not, you're watching it on replay. Do me a favor and hashtag replay for me, all right? So, well, I know I need to stop saying so. I just add that to my list of words to stop saying. So there you go. It's one of those days, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. Remember, you guys, energy is fluid. We are going to be doing expansion reading, so we are going to be laying down 10 cards. There will be an extended to this reading. All of my extendeds are $5, you guys. The email address is down below, including the PayPal link to where you pay the money, okay? Email me once you make the payment for the extended and let me know which extended you are requesting or which extended you paid for, okay? I do get a lot of requests for an extended. You guys forget to mention which zodiac sign. So make sure you mention your zodiac sign in the email, okay? Email's down below on YouTube as well as the PayPal link. YouTube, it's up above, okay? Facebook up above. Yes, I am live streaming on YouTube and Facebook, okay? All right, let's see. I think that's pretty much everything. Don't forget, energy's fluid, masculine and feminine. This is referring to the masculine and feminine within you. I think that's everything. Birth chart. If you don't know your sun placement, okay, this is important. This reading pertains to your sun sign. So if you do not know what the difference is between your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, I provided a link down below in the description up above on Facebook for the link to your natal chart so that you can actually see what your natal chart is. You just plug in some information. You guys don't have to give your real name. You can give an alias, but you do need to put in your date of birth, the time you were born, and the county you were born in, okay? And it'll give you an exact printout of your birth chart, your natal chart, okay? It's very important, especially when it comes to this reading. This does need to pertain to your sun sign because it's all about the growth and the expansion, okay, Sag? All right, Sag, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. Anything I forgot, I'll come back in and add in the description box if I need to, okay? All right, you ready? Here we go. So first up, we do, and I did already pre-shuffle off of camera and set intentions, but we're still going to shuffle 3 times on camera, okay? Nine of Swords energy, very beautiful energy, but also a very frustrating energy because you're wanting things to end. You're wanting a completion to this cycle when it comes to the burdens you've had to fight, the struggles, the war, all of it, right? The Wands is all the creativity struggles. So this is going to be anything that's intimate, anything that's passionate, anything that's creative. There's this sense that you've been going through some blockages or some discomfort when it comes to your creative side. This can mean the intimacy in relationships or in connections. This can apply to a whole bunch of crap. But in a nutshell, this is that energy of just really having some, some struggles in the past and wanting to end it, okay? We also have the Five of Pentacles, so either you have been left out in the cold or you have left someone out in the cold, okay? So it's this energy of isolation. It's this energy of just feeling alone. Even if you're with people, even if you're around people, it's still just this energy of being the odd one out, right? Just feeling like you're walking in a zombie, right? You are a zombie just walking in a body, just walking around, seeing everything around you kind of energy with these cards, okay? All right. I will break down each step, okay? There's going to be 10 steps in this cycle, okay? This is a cycle expansion reading, so we're going to go through the actual steps of a cycle. Ace of Cups. Wow, Ace of Swords. I don't know why I said Ace of Cups. I apologize, Sag. Ace of Swords energy, and we have the Five of Pentacles still grounding, right? So again, it's this, when you're in isolation, it's really feeling this, it's like when you are self-isolated after like all this crap is kind of built up, this is where you really start to get clear. This is where you like, again, when you go into isolation, when you're feeling alone, when you're feeling just like, again, a zombie walking around, it's a lot of mental clarity for you. It's like you start to look around and it's like, even though you're a zombie walking around and you look around, it's like the people around you, it's crazy because you see the dynamics and you see the situations and it's almost numbing to you. Okay. But at the same point with this energy, it's this energy of really understanding how everything works around you. Almost seeming like the world around you is very fictitious or fictitious, right? However you say that. It's like you see it all, you understand it all here, but there's still issues within your cycles, clearly. So let's see what's going on, all right? One more time. We got one more shuffle here, all right? I'm already feeling a lot of energy of just a little bit of excitement, but at the same time, still something pulling you back. Three of Pentacles energy with the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, this is still a big energy of just feeling like shit's not really working out, or the things that you have created in your family dynamics, work dynamics, friends, just in general, the outer influence here, it's not working. Okay. So again, this is what's really making you feel like you're a zombie walking around here. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. So again, this is an expansive reading. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how can you get out of this cycle? How can you move on to the next journey or the next cycle? Okay, how to get out of this stagnant energy and maybe find out where you're at in this cycle. All right, let's see what's going on here, Spirit. I don't know what's going on. Spirit's like, nope, it's not going to happen today. All right, let's go. Let's go with card number one. Spirit, show me card number one, please. So one is all about the creation, right? This is about the creator. Obviously, one's is divine, right? So this is going to be the raw energy, the energy that is going to be your tool or not your tool. This is your energy. So think about it like a battery. When you charge your battery, obviously source is where you get the power. And then, of course, you have to sit and actually get your energy. So this is that energy that is coming from source, okay? So this is your full battery here. And it is in the reverse, which I will explain why it's in the reverse and what it means in the reverse. But the energy of this card is the card to be able to communicate emotions, okay? And clearly it's in the reverse, so this is telling me you're not communicating emotions. But the fact is that you do have the power to be able to communicate. Regardless if this is up or down or not, you have that power to communicate emotions, okay? Obviously it's in the reverse, so this is telling me, Sag, that you're not fully expressing and communicating emotions. So whether this is you not receiving communication, you not giving communication, it's important to understand with this energy that it's the concept of regardless if it's coming to you or coming from you, it's if you can't communicate it in here, and you have to balance out your thoughts and your emotions. So if you're feeling something in here in Sag, you're very logical, so it's already easier for you, and if anything, you're probably in your ego more than you are in your emotions, but this is probably why you're having a hard time communicating, okay? Or if not communicating, actually verbally talking, this is what you're hearing, or what, you get what I'm saying? Makes sense? Okay, so it doesn't matter which way it's going, negative or positive, the energy is that it's not happening. So your source is the power to communicate these emotions, but you're not doing it, or you feel like you can't, or because you think about it too much, it's not being done, okay? Or same thing, because energy is fluid, you may not feel like you are the one that's not communicating. But if you're not receiving communication, it's because you didn't communicate right from the get-go. So this is that energy of just kind of assuming a little bit of responsibility and understanding that you are in control of your own emotions. You are in control of your own communication when it comes to those emotions, as well as everything else that comes next. Okay. All right. So now you understand that you have this power to communicate your emotions. Now you have to make a decision on who you are going to communicate these emotions with, or who you are going to allow to communicate their emotions with you. Okay. So now that we know this, we're going to go into the next step. The next step is, of course, number 2, the choices, the decisions. Okay. Before I lay this card down, let me break down the 2s just a little bit more. This will actually help you with numerology so that you can kind of get a concept of numerology too. So this is educational in the same way that it is motivational, okay? So 2s is all about this choice. I'm going to tell you honestly, probably about 99% of us, maybe less, okay, maybe 75%. I don't know how many really good spiritual people there are out there, and this is something to master with anybody. Even the most advanced, but the decision. So most people don't even look at the decisions. They just make a decision. Okay. Meaning it's kind of, and I always compare the political statement, Democrat versus Republican. It's like, you don't really care. You just vote your same party. So when 2 candidates step up to the team or up to the plate, if you've voted Democrat your whole life, chances are you're going to vote Democrat again. So automatically, because you've already made a decision from day one, you're not even giving the opposite side a chance. So it's, again, kind of hopping over the decision and just making a decision, right? Not actually looking at both, right? So it's important to understand 2 is not about the choice, okay? Yes, the choice, we're going to see how it plays out, but it's ultimately making the decision to make a choice. Again, I feel like people just choose instead of actually deciding. So what that means is that, 1, you always have to include yourself in the decision, clearly, because it's your decision. It's your life. So there's a part of you that has to just kind of forget about the outside influence, even though it does, matter, just like with politics, voting Democratic or Republican. You have to be able to, yes, listen to what they're saying, but don't base it on just what they're saying. You need to look at what they're doing, what they've done, what they plan on doing, and also researching all of those things, right? Same thing with the decision that you make. And you have to be that critical and analytical on yourself, as well as the decision that you're making, the other choice, right? So again, what's important to understand about the 2s is it's 2 decisions, it's 2 options, right? 2 opposing, not the same, 2 opposing choices, right? And it's putting the effort into physically, mentally, emotionally, everything that you can think about, intellectually, everything, right? On both. And on top of it, negative and positive, not just looking at the positives of one decision and the negatives of another. Make sense? All right. So with that being said, this decision, and I have to say this because what I've been seeing very consistently with these cycles is that everybody wants to hop over the decision. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into card number 2. All right, Spirit, show me card number 2 and show me the decisions that need to be made, please. Wow. Beautiful. So the decision, Sag, with you, is that you need to make a decision when it comes to love, okay? When it comes to your 10 of Cups here, what is your 10 of Cups, and what does your 10 of Cups, what is it? What are your 10 Cups going to be filled with here, right? So the decision that you need to make comes down to this 10 of Cups energy. You have to make a decision when it comes to what is in those 10 Cups, and basically what we're aiming for in card 10, right? End result. The completion, right? What is it that you want? What is it that you're aiming for? So we know that the decision that needs to be made with you, Sag, is your 10 of Cups. What is your 10 of Cups? And so you understand now that the decision needs to be made as far as, okay, if this is what your 10 of Cups looks like, what is the opposing? What is the other option? What is the other decision? So you need to look at the 10 of Cups in both choices, not the 10 of Cups in just one. So again, look at the 10 of Cups in the opposing energy as far as the other option, right? Both options. I hope that makes sense. That was a little confusing for me. Hopefully it made sense for you guys. I do have my comments open too if you guys want to speak with me, all right? If you want to chat with me. All right, Spirit, show me card number 3. So now we know that you have to make a decision when it comes to your 10 of Cups. What is your 10 of Cups? Are you going to choose this 10 of Cups? Or are you going to stay in the wherever you've been, all right? And we will find out the step that you're in, or at least you'll know where you're kind of landing in the steps, okay, or in these paths. All right. Let's get step number 3. So step number 3 is all about the experience. Okay, this is the actual what you're going to go through, the actual experience, the development, the again, what it is that you're doing, the growth, right? This is the actual experience, right? So we'll go ahead and see what's going on. What is going on with your experience when it comes to this experience of love? Okay, the experience of the 10 of Cups. Spirit, show me card number 3, please. This is where we proceed. This is where we develop, okay? Interesting. Very interesting. So we saw this come out when we were shuffling, right? But it was in the upright. Now it's in the reverse here. Very interesting. Very interesting. I should have laid all the cards down. It would probably be easier here, but it's all right. So the 3s is all about growth. So again, you're going to be going through a lot of things that aren't clear to you. That's how you're going to grow. So your experience is not seeing things clearly, okay? Which means you're going to make a whole lot of decisions and you're going to feel like they were the right decisions because you didn't see them clearly, right? There is a lack of actually understanding, communicating. Again, I feel like there's blockages when it comes to your communication, Sag. And again, whether this is in or out doesn't matter, negative and positive, okay? So your experience is on the negative end of things. It is going through things that you didn't communicate or things that weren't communicated to you. This is the experience of going through feeling like things aren't clear to you, so you just make decisions and then things still aren't clear to you. There's a whole lot of the experience itself is going to be in the negative end, right? It is going to be the lack of clarity, the lack of communication, okay? So let's go ahead and go in with card number 4. Now, card number 4 is all about the stagnation, right? But it's understanding that you're going through all of this uncertainty, all of this unsure kind of energy of not being able to communicate, not being able to receive communication. You go through this experience so that you can become stagnant, so that you can actually think about the experience you went through so that you can prepare for war, okay? So that you can prepare for battle. So going from stage 3, not stage 3, but step 3, we're going to go into step number 4. What is it that you're going to be stagnant in? Okay. And the reason this is important is because this stagnation turns into fixation, which turns into perfection. It's a 3-part process here on step 4. Okay. The fourth step is finally finishing the step and going on to the 5th step. Okay. Spirit, show me the stagnation, please, with my Sages. Thank you. King of Wands energy. Sag, your energy is your stagnation. So I feel like, honestly, Sag, you go through all this lack of uncertainty, right? And again, this is negative and positive, so it doesn't matter if it's coming or going. But it's this energy of not being clear with things. Your experience is, again, there's probably a lot of energy here, Sag, of you making decisions and either you not communicating or communication not coming to you, so you being unsure. And I feel like there's still a lot of action taken here with this lack of communication, meaning things kind of work or come, right? And then when they come, you're still unsure because you were never really sure in the first place. Again, it's this energy of you feeling really confident in your actions, but really being unsure on the inside of things, right? So people on the outside perspective might see you as somebody who's really strong, who is really, really passionate, really just a lot of strength, right? But really on the inside, Sag, there's this little bit of weakness in you inside, right? It's this, you're really not sure on the inside. So again, because of this energy can be coming in or going out. It doesn't matter, negative or positive, right? Which means in some situations, Sag, in the actual experience of things, in one moment, in the positive moment, it's you maybe being clearer and the people around you aren't clear. Or vice versa, it's that the people around you are being clear and you're not sure, right? So again, it doesn't matter, and you can of course put who you need to in those situations and see how common it is within all of your, people and influences around you. But it's still understanding that you're going through this experience of not having the communication or not speaking right, not hearing right, not having communication right in your life, nothing actually, clear. It ends up leading to this stagnation so that you find this energy of your energy, right? The King of Wands. This is so that you can gain your strength, so that you can fully understand what it is that you want passionately, what it is that you want creatively, what is it that you want intimately here. Now, ultimately too, Sag, this can be also your person, right? Because how you feel is what you attract. So if you're in situations that keep leaving you unsure and unclear, you're going to end up finding yourself focusing on this energy. Whether this energy comes out of you or someone that you're picturing in your head, feminine or masculine, doesn't really matter. It's the energy that you want to bring in because you're lacking. So again, this experience of being unsure, unclear, uncertain, not being able to communicate or receive communication is coming, and you're going through this experience so that you can land on step 4, to stagnate and to fixate and perfect the King of Wands. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go on step 5, the battle, right? So we've taken the process step. We've really thought about everything that we've just experienced in this cycle. Okay. Again, you fixated on it. You're perfecting it. Now you can visually and emotionally feel this King of Wands energy that you crave so bad. This energy, though, has to come from you first before it can come from anyone else. Because even if this King of Wands approaches you, if you don't have this King of Wands in you and your masculine energy, you're going to get this. You're never going to get this because you're not this, you're this. So you're attracting this. You're being this energy right now, King, right? King. I was about to say, I don't know what I was going to say, but you got what I'm saying, right? So again, you need to fixate on this energy. Yes, you're craving it possibly right now in outer perspective, but you need to crave it within, Sag, okay? And if you do, even better for you, all right? So again, now we know that you need this energy, okay? You need to fixate on this energy. I don't care if it's an outer perspective, but just make sure you bring that outer perspective into you and create the lion and the strength within you, my Sages. So now that we've fixated, we're going to go ahead and move on to why you were fixating. What was preparing you for battle, right? So now let's go into the battle and see what it is that conflicts you, right? What is it that has you challenged, struggling? What is it that has you at midway point, not being able to really move backwards or forwards? And again, you may be in step 1. You may be in step 5. You could be in step 9. All of you guys are going to be in a different step. Some of you guys might even share similar steps. Hey, Kay. Hey, Diana. I can see you guys coming through. Again, if you guys have any questions pertaining to the reading, as long as it generates for the collective, that's what it's for, okay? So you guys can chat away in the box. All right, so again, let's go ahead and look at the conflicts, the challenges, the issues that are kind of really just happening in these cycles over and over again. Interesting. Very, very interesting. The Queen of Wands, right? This is what you're fighting for, right? 1, you're fighting for the couple, but 2, it's like you don't realize you need the couple in you, right? You need the balancing of masculine and feminine. And beautifully enough, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are side by side. So it's understanding that you are fighting so that you can be liberated, so that you can feel amazing, so that you can feel like with or without your King of Wands, which ironically, the second you're in this energy, your King of Wands is in that energy too, right? It's that energy of understanding that you need to balance yourself out. So again, that you can attract this balanced individual, but here you are fighting for you. You're fighting, yes, look, this is what's beautiful about this. So here you are stagnated, fixated on this King of Wands, right? Again, doesn't matter if it's male, female. It's this passionate, intimate, someone who takes initiative, and that's what you want, right? So you fixate on this so bad. Like you've got this person in mind. You know who this person is, and you're going after this. You are fixated. You are stagnant. Again, this is hopefully the energy in you, but again, this can be people in the 3D world, okay? So again, you're focused on this energy. This is what is preparing you to battle so that you can be victorious in this energy. Does that make sense? So the experience that you're going through of uncertainty with this King of Wands, because you can't apply it to people, places, and things. So this may be a person, this may be a job, this may be anything that you feel intimate and creative, and it gets your flame fired up and it gets you wanting that strength. This is what, again, is going to create this Queen of Wands energy. Again, the Queen of Queens. Now you've got the King of Kings, that is the energy that really got you fighting, right? That prepared you for the battle. And here you are battling for the feminine, right? The feminine creation. That's actually beautiful, Sag. That's really sexy. Feminine or male, that's just really sexy, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into card number 6. card number 6, all right? So again, card number 5 is the challenges itself. It is the battle, right? So I do also feel like with this 5, you battle yourself. You battle being adventurous. You battle being confident. You battle, again, trusting your intuition. It's like, remember, the Queen of Wands energy can still be, in the negative, can be very vindictive, right? Can be very controlling, very jealous. So it's important to understand the balancing of that. So even when you're fighting, a lot of that's going to come out, a lot of that control, a lot of that being spiteful kind of energy too, right? Because again, it is the conflict. So you're going to conflict within this Queen of Wands energy in a way of, okay, 1 minute you're going to be like, yes, I'm adventurous, I'm going for it. And then the next, it's going to be that energy of, well, this person shouldn't have done that. I deserve better. I'm better. I'm off to my own thing, right? It's this back and forth energy, but it's still here because that's your conflicts, okay? So now we know that we had this battle, okay? Now, anytime you face a battle, anytime you're in the 5th step of a cycle, you're going to go backwards, right, to jump forward, okay? So you're going to end up battling, and then after you battle, you're going to kind of go back to this fixation and this stagnation again, thinking about the King of Wands, right? Focused on this King of Wands, because again, this is what prepares you for that battle. So when you go to that battle, and whether you lose or win that battle or not, you're still going to go back to this fixation. So say you decide to go to battle and you lose this King of Wands, you still are going to go and think about this King of Wands again so that you can rejuvenate that energy again. It's like going back to battle again, right? So this is what makes you battle. This is the energy. This is the preparing you for battle, okay? I know we got that. That's clear. I said it a few times. So now we've gone back, and now we're going to leap forward to card number 6, okay? Now, 6s is the restart. Remember, like I told you, number 1 is source. It's the raw energy. Now we're going into the recharge, okay? All right, so card number 6 is all about restarts. It's about recharge. So this is the 6th step you're going to take in this cycle. Spirit, show me the 6th step, please. King of Swords in the reverse, okay? Now remember, the energy is still the energy, whether it's in the upright or in the up or the reversed. The reason it's coming through in the reverse is because this is your energy. Your energy is coming through in the reversed energy of this, okay? But the energy is still there. So what this is saying the same thing as the Ace of Swords before your fixation, right? This is the not being clear, the not taking action with your thoughts, the not taking action with your communication, or taking action to receive the communication. Again, communication doesn't matter if it's talking or hearing, it's the same thing, okay? So if you're not thinking here clearly, I hate to say it, but you're not gonna hear clearly, and you're definitely not gonna speak clearly, okay? That's just the way this shit works. Again, don't blame the messenger. But this energy here is your restart. This energy is what recharges your source, all right? Not your source, but recharges your energy to, again, complete out a cycle, because we just made it through the midway point, right? So here you are restarting over after your King of Wands prepared you for battle. You go to battle. You are the Queen of Wands, right? This is why you're battling. This is why you're having the issues you're having. And so you do this because you know you want to be the Queen of Wands, right? So here you go with your restart, your recharge. Again, the things that you're unclear about, the things you're not certain about, right? The things that you can't communicate, okay? So these things are going to recharge you, okay? So understand you've got to figure out where you're at in this process. But once you get here, it feels very similar to here and here and here. The 4, 5s, and 6s is the middle numbers, right? It's the numbers of, again, being in that middle point, jumping back, jumping forward. Sometimes you can jump really back and really forward, again, especially if you don't know the steps that you need to take, right? This is why it's important to understand a full cycle. So again, you get your recharge from the things that aren't clear again. It's almost like the same energy of after battling, going back and fixated on that King of Wands again, right? To be able to jump forward and charge yourself. Well, now you get to your restart and you're charging yourself again with the things that aren't clear, the things that have not taken action, or taken action either way, towards you or away from you. Or in other words, you taking action or someone taking action towards you. It's the same shit, just negative and positive. Same shit though, same energy. No action, no communication, period. Again, it doesn't matter if it comes from you or comes to you, okay? But that restarts you. Get your energy recharged at 100% again. Because remember, going through the battle, going through the experience of already being uncertain and being unclear and being unsure and not having communication, going and using this energy of the King of Wands to fight for you, the Queen of Wands, and then to turn around and still be recharged by the same uncertainty. But now, instead of just not having communication and not being clear, now you add action to it, right? So now there's no action coming your way. There's no action going out. You're uncertain on top of now not taking action, right? Or no action coming your way. So now that you understand the sixes, really quick, I want to go back to the fixation really quick on the King of Wands, okay? I know we spoke about the fixation, the stagnation to create the perfection, right? Okay, so this King of Wands is what does that for you, right? This is what gets you through the experience of things, because you ultimately, this is what you want. This is almost like what you're aiming for, but not in the physical person of another person. This is what you want to use you to get to where you need to go. This is what's happening, okay? But really quick, back on this 4 state, okay? This didn't have to be the King of Wands. This could have been anybody, but my point is that this stagnation, this fixation, you have to ask yourself, okay? The decision you're making for this 10 of Cups to be fully happy, okay? The decision that you need to make, the 2 choices of this 10 of Cups, you have to ask yourself, this King of Wands here, is this really everything that you want? And you have to look at this, is this everything you want on the negative and positive end? Not just in the, again, not really making a decision, just going for the things that you want, right? You actually have to make a decision with negative and positive in mind here. Is this everything you want? Is this King of Wands everything you want? And you have to take into consideration the momentary, like the moment of how this King of Wands energy is actually being stable or being consistent or being a part of your life. If you don't have communication, and this is someone in your 3D world, I'm just using this as an example. If this is a person you have been fixated on, this King of Wands energy, whether this is male or female, this is someone who's very intimate, very attractive, very good looking, holds their shit down, very, very, very intense of an individual. If you're holding your eyesight on that person, even if this is someone you don't know or someone you want in the future, or if this is your energy, it doesn't matter. This is, you got to ask the question, is this everything I want on a negative and positive end? Okay. All right. So now we know we took the step back. We fixated. You went to battle for this Queen of Wands energy. And now here we are recharging with the things that are uncertain, the things that are not clear. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 7. Okay. 7s are my favorite because it's all about the problems, the fears, the challenges, right? Cards number 7 is about the shadow work. Okay, so this is going to tap into the shadows, Sag. the areas you're afraid to face. Okay, the things that you keep way down deep inside. All right, Spirit, show me card number 7, please. When it comes to my Sages, please show me the shadows within. Shadows within, and more. Ooh, something flipped. Sages. Look at you with the 6 of Cups energy, right? Whew. So this just turned to love real quick here, okay? Yes, we already had the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I do feel like, honestly, look, this is strong significance of twin flame kind of energy, okay? And I'm not trying to get anybody's hopes up here, Sag. It's not what I'm trying to do, okay? But you've got no communication. You've got the 10 of Cups. You got uncertainty. You got this fixation on this King of Wands. You've got this going to fight for the Queen of Wands energy. You've got this uncertainty still, and now your shadows that you need to face is the past memories of this connection, the equal give and take of emotions, okay? This is your shadows. These are the areas that you need to face, and it's exactly what you're going through, which is actually really beautiful, Sag. So, for those of you who are watching this cycle for you is this, what feels like a twin flame journey, this person being your 10 of Cups, this fixation on this person, but no communication when it comes to love and emotions, and uncertainty like a mofo, okay? But remember what I said in the very beginning with this source card. It doesn't matter if it's coming in or going out. It's the same shit, okay? So if you're not having something coming in, it's because there's really literally nothing going out. So there's unbalancing within you, because if you sit there and you look at your dynamics all around you and the steps in your cycle, shit, alleviate the cycle and let's just go back to the normal life of just, not listening to the steps that need to be taken, right? Let's just think about it on the daily. Like, okay, 1 minute you're thinking about this person, you question, is this your twin flame? Why do you have dreams about them? Why do you still have feelings for them? Whatever it is, have you really met them? Is this the one? There's so many questions. Like the twin flame journey is just one that is just so hard because, again, there's so much difficulty like this. And the fact that it's coming through in my Sag's reading is telling me that a lot of you guys are thinking about this twin flame connection. And this is actually the first reading, which is very interesting, Sag, because honestly, most of the other readings have not been about love. If they are about love, it's about just being focused on the past and not really moving forward. But this energy coming through is whoever it is that has got you faded or in some type of way is somebody that you feel is a twin flame connection. Okay, I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying that this is your energy. This is what you're focused on here, which again is really weird, Sag, because you guys are not normally, yes, you do with the twin flame journey, but it's more of just because you guys are so expansive. That's why it's really even hard to see that many Sages on here, because you guys do expand in so many ways. But again, so your shadows is this love. It is the fact that you are consumed on this coupling, right? This King of Wands and this Queen of Wands. At the same time, it's coming through. Okay. So, either you feel someone is your twin flame or someone feels that they're your twin flame, but there's a lot of no communication here and a lot of uncertainty. Okay. But I will tell you that that's the shadows you need to face. Okay. You need to be going through this. Again, the reason you're fixated on this person is because this person is creating your strength and fueling you to defend yourself, to find yourself. And the fact that both of these are coming side to side in the upright is telling me that, Sag, you are going to find the balance within you when it comes to your emotions and your logic, which is going to give you the strength that you need. Even though you're not taking the action right now, look, your shadows is your love, okay? So this is telling me that this energy is what's fueling you, but it's also the same thing that you need to face the reality of, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's happening here, okay? So, and really important too with the sevens. Oh, this is the sad part, okay, Sag? Brace yourself. I love you, but you have to hear this and you have to fully understand. So, yes, the sevens are my favorite cards, okay? And the reason 7 is not only the best number in the world, hello, but it is the dark areas. And this is what my channel is about here at Firestar Tarot. I do a lot of shadow work. I do a lot of real shit, okay? Not what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, but what you need. You really, truly, genuinely need to grow as self, okay? So this 7, again, is all about the shadows, but more importantly, it's what you lose, okay? It's what you completely lose so that you can gain number 10, okay? Or so that even if you don't gain number 10 in this cycle, what you're aiming for, because again, if you don't decide what it is that you're choosing from, if you don't decide what it is that you're trying to achieve in the cycle, you're going to just wander, recklessly in this cycle because you have no end game. You have no long term, okay? 1 in 10 is very divine. 1 in 10 is the creation and the ending to create again. So it's like the aces and the death card, right? Because again, the death card is death and rebirth. So whether this is cycle, physical, mental, emotional, it doesn't matter. The point is that when you hit 10, you're dying, you're ending and recreating a new cycle. So it's up to you to actually figure out what source is, what decision needs to be made so that you can know what you're about to go through, so that you can know what you're getting in the end result, right? If you don't know what number 10 is, if you don't know what decision you need to make, and we know this is involving love, 10 of Cups, right? A decision needs to be made when it comes to this, right? And again, it doesn't matter if it's out or in. It's the point that the energy is the energy. So whether, again, this is someone you're focused on or someone that's focused on you, it doesn't matter. The energy is the energy. So you have to lose this. You have to lose this to gain, right? And of course, we'll find out what it is that you gain, okay? But at some point, if you're living this cycle over and over again, if you're focused on this energy that this may be your twin flame, or that this is your twin flame, maybe some of y'all knows it's itching. Maybe somebody's been doing some cocaine or something. I don't know. My nose is like itching, you guys. But my point is that if you think this is your twin flame and it's not, and your end result, we're going to see right now with these cards that play out. I'll find out exactly what's going on with you, Sag. But my point is that you have to lose this to gain this, okay? So you better hope to God that everything you just went through, the not being clear, the being fixated on this King of Wands, the fighting for the Queen of Wands, the not taking action and still being uncertain after this battle, after being fixated on not having and not communicating with this 10 of Cups, not having it, not being clear, but still wanting it and yearning for it and feeling like it's real, right? You have to lose it. You have to lose it, right? So you got to ask yourself, if you never had card number 10 and you don't know what the hell it is you're aiming for, was it worth the fight when you don't even know what you're going to get? This is why it's important that you have to think long term for self, right? For self, regardless of what tarot tells you or what your mom says or your dad or your sister or your friend or your bestie or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Fuck the outside influence and start thinking about that energy within, okay? So now we're going to go into, again, I told you 7s are my favorite, right? Now we're going to go into number 8. That 8th step of the cycle, you guys, is a very fast moving. So brace yourself if you are in this state or if you are in 7s about to go into 8s, okay? Again, 8s are a lot of fast action, okay? So this is everything that you've been doing up until this moment is going to really push you forward really quickly. So either you're going to feel antsy, you're going to feel like things need to change, you need to do something, or things are just going to change and shit's just going to happen, right? This is where a lot of destruction and tower moments tend to happen, because everything's stirring up and moving around so that things can end, so that new things can begin, right? So from here is really quick, okay? All right, sorry, somebody's calling me. So let's go ahead and get into, again, number 8 and see what it is. But more importantly, this is really where you're going to really think about everything, because you know something's about to happen. If you're prepared for it anyways, you'll know that you need to take what it is and why you need to go through this. But if you're not prepared, again, this fast action is just going to happen. A tower moment's going to happen because you're stagnant, maybe you're not really, you get what I'm saying? When you don't know the steps, you might be here on a 3 when you're supposed to be, when you're in your 8th step, you're still on your 3. You're still experiencing it, right? Or if you're on step 8, you're still fixated on this person, you still didn't go to battle, and you didn't take the proper steps, right? So ultimately, these steps still happen. It's up to you if you're going to land on that step when it happens, right? So step number 8, this is that fast action, okay? So this is what you're going to be looking at so that you can end things out, okay? Oh, action, 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 power, 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 right? Spirit, show me the action and power of my Sages, please. Action and power of my... I love you guys. I love this energy. I really do, because this energy is like everything I dream of. This is my dreams. You guys are lucky, okay? 2 of Wands energy. New passionate beginning, new journey. So there's a lot of fast action happening towards this new beginning. This is actually, dude, this is such a beautiful way of ending your cycle. Like, I'm getting really excited for you, Sag, because regardless if this is really your twin flame or not, I think what you need to understand here is this is the path to self in these readings, okay? So even if a person in the physical, you know, makes you feel down and depressed because you don't have them, because you're uncertain, and you feel like it's your twin flame, but you don't really know. The bottom line is that where this is headed, this is you finding the union within you regardless. So by the end of this cycle, I feel, again, with this 2 of Wands coming in really quickly here, it's like you literally have done the work. I don't know if you've just lived this cycle a little bit too much. It's just like you're taking action here, and you're taking action not in the physical sense, not towards this King of Wands or towards this Queen of Wands, depending on who you're at or where you're at, but this is this energy of creating a new passionate beginning, period. And it's this fixated person you've been focusing on, or this fixated creation, this passionate creation that gives you strength, that helps you fight these battles, that helps you realize that shit's still not clear and action's not being taken. And again, you lose this love, but you lose this love so that you can have a new passionate beginning fast, right? So this is what you're moving really fast towards. This is the action you're going towards. You're going towards this new passionate beginning, period. Period. That's beautiful, period. I don't care if this person really is your twin flame or not. The fact that this bro or this chick got you to wake the fuck up and said, I'm going on this new passionate beginning, I don't care. That's beautiful. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if this person is a real twin flame or not. The fact that your belief in this twin flame journey or in this individual is what's actually waking you up and balancing you so that you can have this energy to create a new passionate beginning, right? All right. So now that we know that this is the action that's being taken, this fast action for this new passionate beginning, we're going to go ahead and go into stage 9. All right. Stage 9 is the completion. Okay. Most people think that 10 is the completion. No, 10 is what you're aiming for, right? It's the death and the rebirth. Okay. So 9 is actually the completion of a cycle. Okay. Plus 10 is 1, plus 0 is 1, right? Going right back. So it's, again, the first and the last card are very interchangeable. Okay. It's the same thing kind of, right? I'm excited to see what your last card is. If it's like the 9 of Cups or something, I'm going to just drop all the cards and like get up and like run around and do like a spin and woo, like, I don't know. All right, you guys. So card number 9 again is the completion. But if it's on the negative end, okay, it's important to understand that this is the being content, okay? What you're content with. Same kind of energy like the fixation, but the end result, like, are you content with it? Are you happy? Did it make you, you know what I'm saying? It's the completion. Like, was it worth all of this, right? You've thought about it. You were fixated on it. It woke you up. You went to fight for yourself because of it. Action still wasn't taken. Communication still wasn't happening. You lost the 6 of Cups. You lose the memories of. You lose the attachment of. But it makes you want to move really fastly towards that new beginning. But again, let's see where it lands you, all right? Spirit, show me 9, please. Show me the completion. Show me if my Sages are content, happy. What happens in this cycle, please? This is the completeness part, right? Is it going to make you complete? I'm nervous for you, Sag. Spirit, show me the 9, please. That's way too many cards. Wow, way too many cards. Spirit wants to speak. Show me the 9, please, for my Sages. I feel like, honestly, at this point, it's kind of like whatever you decide. You should have already decided, and maybe you already did decide. I don't know what's going on here, Sag. Spirit, show me the 9, please. Show me the 9 of my Sages, the completion of my Sag, please. What is going on? Spirit, show me the 9, please, the completion of my Sag. Ooh, Sag. That was weird. Interesting. The Knight of Cups in reverse. You know, I feel like, honestly, it's just like there's still a half missing, right? There's still just something lacking. So again, you have to go back over these steps and ask yourself, okay, you know the power that is given is for you to communicate. But if you're not receiving communication, maybe you're not really fully communicating the right way. And what I mean by communicating is not calling someone up and telling them, hey, I love you, I've always loved you, especially if they're in a relationship. Don't do that, okay? But if it's this energy of, if you understand that you can communicate from here to here within you, like if you can sit there and actually say, okay, look, I know that my emotions are this. I know that in this situation, I gave too much of my emotions away. This person gave me nothing, right? The equal give and take here. Big significance on the shadow work of the equal give and take. I feel like, honestly, what's going on, Sag, is you're not fully seeing that equal give and take correctly. Again, you're making a decision for the 10 of Cups, but I feel like you're not really looking at what that 10 of Cups looks like on the negative and positive end, and more importantly, on the opposite choice. You're not even looking at the opposite choice. Or maybe some of you guys are. Maybe you do have 2 choices, but again, you're looking at one choice and another choice, and you're not incorporating yourself as the third choice, right? So there's, in the options themselves, like, again, there's no options. You're just making a choice. You're not putting in the work from the first step. The first thing you do is decide what you want by number 10. It's not who you want as number 10. It's not who you want to end with in number 10. It's what you're going to gain here, what you're going to gain here, what you're going to gain here. Okay? Because you can't gain here until you gain here and here. Make sense? So I want to go ahead and look at number 10. So number 9, I don't feel like, honestly, you're content here. I feel like what happens is, again, because there's 2 cards, actually 3 cards in the reverse here. these three cards in the reverse is the King of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. No communication when it comes to love. No communication in here for you. No action or communication from the one you love. Or the masculine energy within you is not taking action. So even if this is not the emotional part of you, even if this is not the masculine side of you, doesn't matter if you're feminine or male, right? Male or female. I'm talking about the masculine energy in here, because this is the restart. So this is you not taking actions when it comes to your thoughts and the way you handle your emotions or you handle your actions. You get what I'm saying? There's this recharge, there's still this uncertainty. So you're not communicating when it comes to love, therefore you're not getting communication, right? Because if you're not communicating here, your brain has to think about this. You can't just go and fill with this. If you just go and fill with this, it's kind of like what we're facing now in the political world, right? Look at our situation now. It's because we never really voted. We always voted from this, right? Go figure. We all fucked up. A little too late here in America, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, right? You think with something with emotions and you see where it ends you. It still leaves you disconnected, right? Because in this reading, you have nothing but love and no logic, okay? And if you do have logic, it's because you're more in your logic than you are in your emotions. But with all these emotions on the table, I feel like right now it's opposite. I feel like at one point, Sag, you may have been more in your ego than your emotions. And I feel like it's switched completely. So now you're all in your damn emotions and you're not really thinking about this clearly. You're not thinking about the negatives. Or if you think about the negatives, you're only thinking about the negatives. You're not thinking about the positives and vice versa. Okay. So now we understand that you're not completely content by the end of this cycle. So we know one of these steps you're taking is wrong. Now, of course, for all of you guys, maybe some of you guys out there, you know what the decision is. You know the two options you had. You did your research on them. Great, complete, right? I mean, maybe this decision took you 10 years to make. Maybe it took you 20 years to make. Who knows? But my point is maybe some of you Sages did your work when it comes to the decisions, the choices, not even the decision, because the decision, yes, the decision matters. I mean, you see, the decision matters, but it's not really like that's what this is about. The decision is not about the decision you make. It's about your options. It's like, I feel like a lot of you guys, that's the issue. But for some of my Sages out there, that's not the issue. Some of my Sages out there, they really research this decision. And the decision, they know what this 10 of Cups is. They know the union they want. They know the family, the traditions, the values. They know all that. They know what this is, right? They know what end game is. But this 10 of Cups should be here, not in the decision, right? So what this is telling me is that there's something wrong with the decision making, whether it's the options in the decision or just not even looking at the options and just making a decision. But for those of you who have done your research, who have put in your effort and time into this 10 of Cups and fully understand the negatives and positives of this 10 of Cups when you're making the decision, there's still an issue with not being clear. Okay, so not being absolutely 100% clear, still not having communication. So again, if you're not clear and there's no communication on something, it can't be a deciding factor in a decision. So what that's telling me is this is why it keeps ending like this, right? There's something going on with you not being clear, you not being certain, lack of action, lack of communication, right? Involving emotions, okay? All right, so now that you understand that, now we know it doesn't look like you're real happy. Or if so, you're very content with the same cycle over and over again. Or it's not that you're content with the actual cycle, you're content with the way you've been taking the steps in the cycle, okay? There's like no organization in your walk, in your cycle. For some of you guys, it's opposite. For some of you guys, it's like, again, like what I said, you're trying really hard to create this and it keeps failing for you, okay? But still, there's still something unclear. There's still something you're not seeing and hearing and speaking right, okay? Spirit, show me number 10, please. Show me the death and the rebirth of my Sages. Okay. Aw, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. So again, you need to understand that with or without this person, you get the Star card. I love this card, right? I'm a fire sign. The star is my absolute favorite card. Literally, it is, because it's the hopes, it's the dreams, it's the wishes, it's everything, okay? This is my favorite card. I really feel like, honestly, it's like, regardless if you see it or not, regardless, again, grounding energy, not being clear. Damn, I can't make this shit up. That's crazy. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Not protecting yourself, not thinking right. Not thinking things right, therefore you didn't protect yourself. Same shit. Different day, different way, but you get what I'm saying. Okay? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in the negative about communication, about thoughts involving emotions, okay? Regardless, again, if this is a twin flame or not, again, I feel the energy of a twin flame connection. I really do. But what I'm saying is that that's not going to be for all of you guys. It's only going to be for a few of you guys. This is why it's important for you to get personal readings, even if it's not with me, but it's another reader that you enjoy, right? It's very important to get a personal read so that you can make sure that the energy you're picking up on is your reading, because if not, you're going to put your hope in a twin flame connection. But at the same time, it doesn't matter, because this is your end result. You still have the hopes, the dreams, right? The wishing on a star, whether it's for this person or just for you. It's the fact that you still have, or the universe still has a hold of you, right? This universe is more powerful than this twin flame connection, because without this universe, you can't have this twin flame connection. And so I feel like universe here is waking you up using this King of Wands or this Queen of Wands. This connection. That's beautiful energy. It really is. I mean, look how beautiful those 2 cards are. Your end game here is to wish and dream and hope about your fears, this soulmate connection. Man, this was actually a really beautiful read. Very beautiful read. So I'm definitely interested to see where you go here from Sag. Again, I feel like a lot of you guys are on the right path. There's just 1 or 2 steps you're missing here. All the other readings, Sag, honestly, everybody's been just everywhere. With you, though, with y'all, with you guys, okay, this is a really strong energy, because like I said, yeah, there's just one thing wrong here, really, and that is the communication part. So again, if someone's not giving you communication, it's because you're not thinking properly, okay, straight up. That's just the source. That's the power of the thought, okay? So you have to control your thoughts. If someone's not communicating with you, and if you can't communicate with them, if they're in a relationship, if they're not calling you and you're not calling them, and again, it doesn't matter if this is, I mean, this can be family too. This does not have to be intimate, okay? But this is a lot of love. There is a lot of intimacy here. So this is going to be somebody you're really close with, okay? Or somebody you feel very close to. But regardless, if you don't have that communication, you have to blame where it starts. You have no control over that person, okay? You have no control over that person. You cannot feel for them so much that one day they just wake up and call you. Yes, you can manifest situations. Your energy can pull people in, but it's so much more detailed and so much more intricate than just manifesting someone, right? You pull in this energy. It's like I've explained this in a few videos. It's like the 2 chickens and the baby chickies in an egg, right? They need a certain time to incubate before they can hatch. If not, they're not good, okay? So I say this a lot because a lot of people really manifest people into their lives, right? Or enter this energy into their life, okay? The physical doesn't matter. It's this, you're manifesting this person in your life by thinking of them, by thinking of the twin flame connection, by thinking and hoping and wishing and dreaming and desiring this person. That's what I mean by manifesting this person. You are manifesting this person into your life, okay? This person is a part of your life with no communication, no clarity, no action. You not protecting yourself, you not taking action, right? There's a lot of energy here, you guys. So again, really think about these steps that you need to take, and think about why you're not having communication. Make a decision when it comes to the communication, okay? You can't make a decision on the King of Wands if the King of Wands is not communicating with you. You cannot make a decision on the Queen of Wands if the Queen of Wands is not communicating with you. You haven't had a conversation with them to see if they've changed. You haven't had time with them to see if their words are actually true. Matter of fact, if you're not clear and you're not certain within your own thoughts, you can't even communicate clear. So even if you get this person in your life and they're ready, if you're still in this energy of not being clear and being uncertain, what do you think is going to happen if this person is ready and takes action? If this is your twin flame, your twin flame will be ready, but you won't, because you'll still be uncertain until they show up on your door and then you expect to be certain. That's not how it works. You have to be certain of what this end game is, right? And I feel it. I really do. Like I said, I feel like for some of you guys, it's definitely a twin flame journey. For the rest of you, you think it is. So for a majority of you guys watching this video, you think this is your twin flame. You don't know. You're just hoping and wishing that it is. So you keep repeating the same cycle, hoping and wishing, until somebody comes along and distracts you for a little bit. And then you still have to be uncertain and unclear and not taking action, even with the new situation, because you're still hoping and wishing for this connection, this twin flame connection with this King of Wands, okay? The expectation that a person is your twin flame should not even exist. The fact that you're expecting someone to be something is an issue, Sag, okay? So if you cannot be that for yourself, then there's no point in you even dabbing into a twin flame connection, because a twin flame connection is about the solo journey. It is about the journey to self. It's about two people whose short period of time together, and I mean short period of time. Twin flame connections are usually a twin flame connection. It's like you meet this person, you fuck around for a little bit, maybe date for a little bit, maybe not even take it that far, maybe never commitment, but you meet, and that intimacy, that connection is so powerful that nothing else will ever compare. But that connection is so powerful because in your weak moments, whoever this person is, this person will be your strength, because you will always compare everything to that connection, right? Because it's the unbalancing, balancing, unbalancing, balancing. That's what a twin flame connection is. When you're together, you're balanced. When you're apart, you're not. So the only bliss and happiness in those moments is when you're together. Everything else is not. But the important part about that is that when you're together, that is the reward. When you are apart, that is the experience. So that when the reward is the reward is that much better, right? So it's important to understand that this is, again, the masculine and feminine within you. Right now, the masculine and feminine within you are like this, and they need to be like this, right? So that you can attract a twin flame, or you can attract another person, right? It's that energy, okay? I don't know why I had to say that, but it was very important, because I feel like a lot of you guys are really focused on this King of Wands. And it's good, because again, this is what's giving you your hopes, your wishes, your desires, and your dreams. So it's not bad. It's just that if you keep repeating these same steps, you need to focus on this lack of communication. You need to make a decision. Yes, the 10 of Cups should be here. Yes, this is still a beautiful card in the 10 of Wands, but it's not fulfillment. Do you get what I'm saying? It's still you ending a cycle, still hoping and wishing. So again, you're going to go right back to this, no communication, making a decision for the 10 of Cups when you're not even clear, or this person's not clear, right? Or not taking action, right? Hopefully that makes sense, you guys. With that being said, Sag, that's all I have for you in this reading. We will be getting into the extended. In the extended, I am going to be clarifying all of them, all right? We're going to really find out what's going on with the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Six of Cups, the love part of it. We're definitely going to find out what's going on with this new beginning you want. I'm curious. I'm also curious, if it's still at the end of this cycle, the same energy you're hoping and wishing for, right? So for those of you guys purchasing the extended, the way the extendeds work is I do wait until I have about 5 to 6 purchases on the extended before I actually go live. I will be going live Monday, you guys, for all of the extendeds, okay? Monday, some Friday, and some Monday, okay? Because I can't knock them all out in one day, not 12 of them, but some Friday and some Monday. But for you guys, Sag, because this is my last day uploading, and tomorrow, you guys will be on Monday, okay? I live stream my extendeds too, because it's easier for me to pick up on your energy when you guys are live with me. It's a lot harder, obviously, to pick up on your energy when I'm not with you, right? So just by you watching this live, I can feel the energy, okay? Yeah, So that's it, you guys. So the extendeds will be live so that we can kind of tap into current energy. Of course, we're going to still be breaking this down in the extended. I'm going to pull the cards that I need to, and we're going to start the reading off with that. And I'll also make notes so I know which step and everything. But we're going to go into a little bit more of a detailed reading, okay? Picking out certain steps, all right? So yeah, that's all I got for you, Sag. I love you. Stay blessed. Blessed be. Don't forget, you guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you're subscribed because you do enter to win any of my giveaways. My giveaways are completely free. All you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel. I do announce the winner over on Instagram. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will announce the winner. The winner gets a 2-hour read with me. It's a 2-hour soulmate reading. It's a soulmate reading, but you can, all of my readings are the same price. I charge by hours. So whether it's shadow work, love, soulmate, twin flame, the point is that you get 2 hours with me, 2 hours and 6 questions. Okay. Every single one of my customers so far literally has not asked any questions. They don't have to. And that makes me feel good because that means that they're getting what they need. So just understand that you have 6 questions. I do all of my readings just like my extendeds live. All right. All right, you guys. So I love you. Don't forget, everything you need is in the description box above or below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, do all that good stuff. I love you guys. Stay blessed. Blessed be. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.